Hello and welcome to this video about the gunsmithing locations in the Long Dark. I'm going to go over where they are and how to gain access to them, and also what you're going to need for gunsmithing. There are two locations in the whole of Great Bear where you'll find the ammunition workbench, ammunition forge, and milling station. These allow you to craft bullets, noisemakers, and the milling station allows you to repair your tools and weapons. Bleak Inlet. The first gunsmithing location is in Bleak Inlet, more specifically located at the cannery. You'll need to follow specific steps in order to gain access to the interior where the gunsmithing workbenches are located. Step 1. The first step is entering Bleak Inlet from the correct transition, as this is important to gain access. If you're entering Bleak Inlet for the first time, you must use the transition from Lower Ravine, not through the cave from Forlorn Muskeg. Step 2. So why do you need to enter this way? Because you'll need to visit the Echo 1 radio tower, which is located on the higher plateau of Bleak Inlet, and there is no rope by default at the rope climb spot that connects the lower and higher part. So if you enter from the lower valley of Bleak Inlet, you won't be able to get up here. Inside the hut, you'll find a note which gives you the code to access the door where the gunsmithing is located. Step 3. Head down to the lower part of Bleak Inlet. There is normally a rope spawn at the watchtower here, so you can deploy that and go down that way. Step 4. Head to the cannery. You'll need to cross this bridge, and be warned, this is a bear roaming area. There's also pretty much 100% chance there will be timber wolves at the cannery. Step 5. Once wildlife and your condition is dealt with, make sure you are not encumbered. Head over to this blue rope and climb up. Follow your way around the kind of parkour pathway as shown here. I'd advise to make sure you have supplies for fire and food and water. Step 6. Once you're here, you'll need to wait for an aurora. Or of course you can choose to wait for the aurora before doing the parkour, but that's up to you. The aurora is needed to gain access as the keypad only works when there's power. Step 7. Head inside the workshop. But a huge warning here, there is a wolf inside. Say hi to Fluffy. Inside you'll find the ammunition workbench, ammunition forge, and the milling station. Blackrock. The second location is in the Blackrock region. This also has an arguably more challenging series of steps in order to gain access to the gunsmithing tools. It involves visiting a mine to get the door code, which has poisonous gas, and at least 2 rope climbs to reach its entrance. At Blackrock Prison, there is a closed double door with a keypad on the outside. This is where you'll need to get into. I'd highly advise you bring plenty of light sources and not to be overweight. This is important both for the rope climbs, but also for inside where you'll need to sprint through the poisonous gas. Follow these steps. Step 1. In Blackrock, you will need to get to Last Prospect, which is where the entrance to the mine is located. You may know, if you have played the story mode Wintermute, that you would have had to go here as well, though it is slightly different in survival mode. As mentioned, there is only one way to enter the mine in survival mode. Here I will show you the way, starting off at the Bricklayer's Retreat. Step 2. Once you reach the mine, start to navigate your way through until you see an elevator shaft. You will need to pick up the crank nearby. Step 3. Take the elevator down and continue to navigate through. Once you reach the split, follow the direction to the elevator. Here's where you'll need to run through the poisonous gas. You should have plenty of time to do this without a gas mask, but you must run, which is why you should not be overweight, and make sure your stamina is full before you start your run. Enter the elevator and go up. As you go up, you'll leave the poisonous gas behind. Step 4. Go up to the second floor and exit the elevator. Follow the path where eventually you'll reach this more open space. Here you'll find a bed, fire barrel, some loot, and some lockers here containing the note with the code. Pick it up. Step 5. Once you have the note, follow the signs to the exit. No more gas, don't worry. You'll need to take the elevator up again to floor 1. Here you can exit the same way you entered. Step 6. Once you are out of the mine, you probably want to head back to the prison. So I'll show you how to do that. Follow this route. Step 7. Back at the prison, you'll need to wait for an aurora in order to use the keypad to open the door. Just like Bleak Inlet, it needs power. Once you've opened it the first time, you can freely go in and out anytime. Inside, you'll find the ammunition workbench and milling station. What do you need for gunsmithing? Unlike the normal forges, you do not need a heavy hammer to craft the items available to craft, such as bullets. But you will need, of course, the materials. Breaking down batteries with a hacksaw will give you lead, which is needed to craft bullets. Gunpowder can be crafted using stump remover and dusting sulfur, which you can find around Great Bear, as well as charcoal, which you can get from anywhere you've started a fire. Always remember to pick up your revolver and rifle shell casings, as you'll need these to craft more bullets for each type. Noisemakers require cans, cloth, and gunpowder. For the milling station, which you can use to repair your tools and weapons, you will need scrap metal. The milling station only works during an aurora as it requires power. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.